Hi. It's our last show. It's going to be our best show.
Of the semester.
Last show ever.
Last show ever.
News
We're going to
guys,
miss y'all
we're all
so much.
kidding.
Right when we finally made it big, we're going to have to retire the show now. We're selling high, getting out while we're hot. But we have a great show for y'all today. The off-season is in full flail. I don't want to say in full swing. We're fully into the off-season.
It's not.
It is fully the off-season.
Nothing is happening.
Free agent signings are happening. There's
into the
rumors.
off-season.
We are deep into the off-season right now.
It's going to be a really exciting episode, guys. Lots to talk about.
Before you leave, I know Katie's making it sound like it's going to be a horrible show. Before you leave,
lying.
I just want you to know there's 3 Blue Jays related segments today. And so we are going to delve into that. And the first one is about the Blue Jays. Dylan Cease, Blue Jays. That's everything on the script. He signed a 13-year deal of $1 billion.
It's literally, look at this. What script
Dylan
did you
Cease
read?
signed a 7-year deal of $210 million. Got the Max Fried money.
You were
and
close with $13 and $1 billion. 13. Only doubled the year and made the salary 10 times more than it was.
Scholars debate which one was actually the figure, what I said or what Riley wrote down. But I would love to hear y'all's thoughts on the Dylan Cease deal.
I think it was a crazy overpay.
Yes.
I know.
Crazy overpay because Dylan Cease did not have a good year. He had a 4.5 ERA. All of his averages were way below or way above, way worse than his averages last year. I'm getting the vibe that the Blue Jays are just desperate because they don't have a good track record in signing free agents. So they're just like, here's all my money. Come join us. And I feel like they shouldn't have done that because they need to re-sign Bo Bichette. They need to go after probably bigger and better Tucker, bigger and better position players rather than a starter when they already have a pretty strong rotation.
Yeah, going back to my Tinder analogy and stuff, they got rejected by Freddie, Ohtani, and Juan. I feel like this is the one where they're just like, let's just get with whoever will say yes.
Dylan
See what happens.
Dylan Cease, exactly.
Dylan Cease out of everyone.
Yeah, let's go home with a 4 or whatever and stuff because we need to feel something. I feel like that's what we're doing right now, and it's not gonna. It's an overpay. I was happy they got somebody. There's like a Braves fan element in me that has just freaking get somebody. And when the Blue Jays did, I felt that.
I really wanted Dylan Cease, but I would not have paid that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're gonna say that about every free agent this year.
No.
We said that about every free agent last year too.
No, I don't want Juan Soto.
Dwayne, you did not want Juan Soto for that much money.
I don't want Pete Alonso.
Yeah, I mean,
fair.
I don't know. I personally think it was an overpay for sure. I agree with everyone else. But it also makes me excited because it shows that the Blue Jays are looking to spend big this offseason and that they're looking to compete for many years to come. And that makes me very excited. So I hope they don't just stop at Dylan Cease. If this is all they do, I'm going to be very upset. But I think they're going to do a lot more. And we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, I think the Blue Jays will definitely do a lot more as we get closer to the season starts. I do think that this was a great pickup for them. Did they overpay the crap out of him? Yes, I do believe. I do think he can return back to the form he had in the White Sox and those teams. But I do think this was very much an overpay in the Blue Jays. I think they'll sign better guys, but like Kaden said, they didn't get big names before, and I think this time they probably kind of panicked a little bit, so they overpaid him. I think it'll work out. The Blue Jays already got a great rotation that basically put them in the World Series, so I think it's a good sign for them, but they did overpay him.
I think that there's a chance their pockets are just deeper than we think right now, and they're going to keep signing.
I would hope so.
Because, their owners, like the richest owner in baseball, are one of them and stuff, so we'll see.
Yeah. They just made a World Series, so it's probably pretty big.
Yeah. Well, you alluded to it earlier. You can't be a Tucker when BJs are involved because everything just comes out. Kyle Tucker was spotted at Blue Jays facilities last week?
I don't know.
Last week.
Not last week. It was like the other day.
Dude, like 20 minutes ago.
Recently, yes.
Yeah,
He's there
just
right
spotted.
now.
Yep, 21 hours ago.
Live footage we have on here.
Of Kyle Tucker at Blue Jays facilities. Just
Literally signing a contract
we
right now.
We can't show y'all because of copyright purposes.
exactly.
But it is
Contract was
happening.
13 years, $1 billion. It was signed 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
You're late. Everyone's late.
You heard it here first, guys.
So what do y'all think about the signing?
The sign. I think it was a slight overpay.
13-1B.
I mean, yeah, but it's
Beef
Kyle
with the
Tucker.
PJs.
He has experience being on the Astros. I think that really ups his market value, just being on a great team like that. So I would maybe have done maybe $990. But
$9.99, please.
13 years, $990 million.
but a billion works too. Yeah.
What's an extra $10 million?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Who cares?
Jackson, what do you think about the deal?
I think the deal was pretty good. I think the Blue Jays, if they manage.
Can we stop acting like
No,
we?
let's
Yeah, no, I'm not
Can
gonna
we
act.
not do this
I'm
whole
not
bit?
gonna
Like,
act.
can we do this whole segment?
Riley's in too bad of a mood.
Yeah, Riley's in a bad
I
mood.
get in a
Riley,
Yeah, you're in
mood?
such a bad
Again.
mood. You're being
Katie's
like-
been laying on the couch the whole time.
Wow.
She's locked in.
Wow.
She's doing a good job.
I'm good.
doing really great
I'm
right
also
now.
good.
You're just if you're like 2% off, you're the like fully bad mood. If Katie's 98% off, she locks in with that 2% left.
Not true.
You're being so mean today. And you're in
Yeah,
bad mood.
Kayden.
Yeah, but no, I do think that if
EIGH.
You didn't get the joke.
I didn't. Okay.
no, I do think
enough.
that if Kyle Tucker goes to the Blue Jays, I think it'll be great for them. The Blue Jays already, honestly, I don't think there was any missing pieces in that World Series. I think the Dodgers, that Game 7 was just a nightmare scenario for them. So honestly, with them possibly pursuing Kyle Tucker and getting him, I think that will probably be the piece to win a World Series.
Yeah, getting Kyle Tucker, re-sign Bo Bichette, Dylan Cease, in peak Dylan Cease form.
I mean, like he said, maybe they have deeper pockets than we know, but like from what I feel like they don't have the money to keep Bichette and pay for Tucker. So I feel like they're going to have to choose now after that complete overpay of Dylan Cease. So it's either you keep your longtime shortstop or you get a generational talent in Kyle Tucker for the very high price that he's going at.
Yeah, I mean, I love the deal. 13-1B, it's a great idea. And I think that the Blue Jays, I think that playoffs baseball is too volatile to be like, hey, one more piece and they're in. But I think they're in the mix. I think they are a playoff team. And I think that there's a world this is a fluke and the Yankees just steamroll the division and they're not as good as we think. And I think that getting Kyle Tucker could really help them to be a like solidified like perennial playoff team for the future, for the next couple years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it would make my heart really happy to see Springer in center field and Kyle Tucker in right.
Me too. I love spring.
Maybe that's going to – wait, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I just need an
I think that's like part of the pool, like Springer's
Yeah.
there, like, and like they were really like good friends.
They
Gee,
like have
I
this,
think-
they
I
share
think the
lockers and
pool-
stuff, you know. They probably like be roommates and stuff on the road, you know. Yeah. Probably order a pizza together, play some MLB The Show after games.
Probably,
you know.
yeah.
Best
Probably like
friends.
before games.
Yeah, probably open up vulnerability and stuff.
Probably
you know.
like in between
Yeah.
innings.
No,
We'll
that's
go play MLB.
they have a game to
The
play.
Show.
They get paid a lot of money. They're probably pretty competitive and locked in. So maybe after the game though.
I mean, I don't know. Probably if he gets $1 billion, he'll be pretty locked in. But
That's true.
if he gets that 990,
Yeah, you got to work a little more.
I'm not so sure about it.
They'd probably cheat if they were together again. They probably, yeah. I mean, I think they'd
Watch the trash cans.
I want to go to Toronto.
You know what? I think there's something we're gonna have to watch the trash cans for, but we'll get there.
I want to go to a Blue Jays game and bring trash cans and start banging them. And just so everyone would report it, it'd be like, oh my God, look at their back.
You got to make it loud enough where you can hear it on the broadcast. So like people watching on TV are like,
I think Twitter would
What was
find me.
that?
If I went to the front and bang, I think Twitter would find me. I think I'd blow up for sure. I think so. But speaking of which, Marcus Semien went to the Mets for Brandon
Nemo.
Nimmo.
like that.
Oh,
Why did you say it like that?
Craziest last name.
Nemo.
Nemo.
Nimi.
2 M's.
Marcus
never has
Semien, the
time.
Mets for Brandon Nimmo. Thoughts?
Awful trade for the Mets. Awful.
What was the idea behind this trade?
I
don't
really
know
don't know because
doesn't make sense.
Brandon Nimmo's been a Met for like 10 years. So I feel like it was like it just wasn't good for the Mets. And like
No.
I have their stats like pulled up. Like Semien leads Nimmo in almost everything from last year. So I don't know what the point was, and I'm not mad about it because I can't stand Brandon Nimmo. That guy, every time he walks, he sprints to first base. That drives me crazy, and I'm so glad that crap is out of my division.
Yeah, no, as a Braves fan,
Turn this back
this trade makes me feel happy. The Mets will continue to be in misery.
Thoughts?
But this trade makes no sense to me. Semien, looking at his stats, did have a worse year than Nimmo. So if the Mets are trying to make a postseason run next year, it doesn't make sense to go get the worst guy. That makes no sense at all.
And it wasn't just like a one-on-one, like Semien for Nimmo.
Yep. It was just them two together, and they swapped them. Nimmo had a better season, and the Mets are trying not to implode in the latter half of the season this year. So I have no idea what was the intention behind this.
Terrible. And Semien's 2 years older than Nimmo.
Okay, so now this really makes no sense.
And he played for the Rangers.
Who?
What?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he played.
Yeah, and that's just like, if you played for the Rangers, you automatically are a terrible person.
And then you go straight to the Mets.
That might be a worse
Rangers to
outcome.
Mets pipeline. Ooh, terrible.
Speaking of the Rangers, we're moving on to top free agent
The
predictions.
worst transitions of all time.
This is not a speaking.
No way you have someone going to
real.
the Rangers.
I have Kyle Schwarber going to the Rangers. So I was in an econ class with a friend of mine, and he was talking about baseball. He knows a lot more than I do. And I said, "You got any ideas for any of these predictions?" And I was like, first, I want to pick someone for the Braves. And he said, if anyone here, it'd have to be Bo Bichette, but it's probably no one. And then I said, okay, anything else? And he said, Schwarber feels like a Texas Ranger. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's exactly right. He feels exactly like a Ranger.
Haven't heard a peep about the Rangers next
I
year.
haven't heard a
I
peep
don't-
about
I
Kyle
don't hear
Schwarber.
that.
I haven't heard him do anything. The postseason home runs, the home run rate, the MVP conversation, that haven't heard anything.
I kind of see where you get it from, but no.
Why?
Not really, no.
Never mind.
The
I don't
Rangers
like-
are not good.
Me and Jackson never agree on it right.
Terrible
That's never
take.
happened.
No.
Yeah, I'll take it back. I kind of just had a bad segue and dug in. But with that, speaking of bad segues, top free agent predictions, we have a list of guys. I'd love to hear what y'all think of Kyle Schwarber. Where do you think he's going to go?
So the buzz around Kyle Schwarber is the Reds are very much in the mix because he's from Ohio. He's from the Cincinnati region. So that's a big draw for him right now. And I have him going to the Reds for 4 years, $160 million.
Oh, we had to do contracts?
I think you
I did.
hate the Reds.
I'm not doing
I'm
contracts.
not doing contracts.
I know every time.
I don't like Ellie De La Cruz.
No, because you don't like De La Cruz. And last year when they went to the playoffs, I was so happy, and you were like, ugh, it's the Reds. And this year,
I was happy because they knocked the Mets out.
this year you've been like, oh, well, I don't mean, like, dude, I don't know. I like the
Yeah, I
Reds.
remember you saying you don't
I like
want
when
the Reds to make
random
the
teams are
playoffs.
good.
I don't give a crap
And it
about
makes
the
like
Reds.
baseball purists mad. And I guess you're
Yeah, I don't know.
curious.
I think the Reds this past season was a bit of a fluke. I don't think they're going to get Schwarber and they're going to magically be good and, make a run in the playoffs. And I think Schwarber can see that too. And I think Schwarber is going to want to be somewhere where he can win, and I think he's going to go back to the Phillies.
But also, Great American Ballpark is a very hitter-friendly park, which a lot of sluggers are drawn to, so that could also
called
He also
Great
just had a
American
close to
Ballpark.
MVP season.
GABP.
Is there a good
I
American
just
ballpark?
don't
Is that
think he
AAA?
cares about his stats as much as winning the
You
championship.
talk like my dad a lot.
Schwarber's
You
won
make
a
some
championship, has he not?
corny jokes
No,
like my
he
dad,
has,
and it
I'm
really
saying-
pisses me off.
Or,
Your demeanor and
Has
personality.
Riley, has Schwarber won a championship?
Yeah, the Cubs in 2017.
Oh yeah, okay.
I was going to say, I was like, he's been to
Yeah, he's got
World
one,
Series,
so he's
but-
good.
I kind of feel like after he put
But
up,
I think he's going to want to be on a team where he can win a championship again, and that's not going to be the Reds.
Well, I feel like that's the mindset for any free agent, and then some of them end up going to crap teams because they get more money.
I feel
But the
like
mindset should always be go to the winner, but money talks.
They can't all go to the Dodgers.
if he was smart, he would stay with the Phillies. He would go back to them because that's his best chance to go back to hopefully go to a World Series again. But I do think he's at a point in his career where he's already won one, and he's coming off of a close to MVP season. So I could see him going to the Reds, considering it's like his hometown team. That would make sense for a guy at this point in his career. It also says the Giants are somewhat interested in him. I don't think he's going to make a trip to the West Coast, so I think he's going to go back to the Phillies. That's
Phillies?
my logic choice.
Katie, what's your official prediction?
The Phillies.
Riley, what's yours?
I said Reds.
I'm going to say the Phillies. Kyle Tucker, Jackson?
Kyle Tucker? Ooh.
Of course, y'all. I'll get a board real quick. I'll just get one for me. Do y'all want a board?
Oh, yeah, for the buys or sells.
Okay. Well,
Well,
like I
for
said,
our predictions. Yeah.
yeah. Well, like I said earlier, I do think Kyle Tucker.
Go, Jackson, you're good.
Where do you think Kyle Tucker's going?
I think Kyle Tucker's going to the Blue Jays based on the visit and the fact that they made a World Series last year. He's going Blue Jays.
I think he's going to the Blue Jays. I want to see him reunited with George Springer. I would love that duo in the outfield. It would make my heart so happy. Also, I mean, I think he wants to go on a team where he can win. The Jays can do that. I don't know. If the Jays have the money, I think
This one's,
it'll get done.
yeah, kill yourself, actually.
I think he's going to the Blue Jays as well. Kyle Tucker's don't throw markers. Kyle Tucker is a great athlete, a great prospect. He's only 28 years old. It's a great piece to add to a long-tenured, successful Blue Jays run. And I pick every free agent to go to the Blue Jays, so obviously I'm keeping that going. Kyle Tucker to the Blue Jays, 7 years, $195 million, $0.5 million.
Also,
I have
him going to the Yankees.
I have him going to the Yankees.
Why?
Don't do that.
I just do. I'm just.
This is
gonna-
our last show without
like-
Mr. Yankee.
I feel like they're gonna lose Cody Bellinger, and then they're gonna need an outfielder, and they're gonna go all in for Kyle Tucker because their only star is Aaron Judge, and they need another star. And I think it's gonna be higher than this, but I say $400 million for 10 years. But
Tucker left the Astros because he wanted a World Series, and he decided to go to the Cubs, and now he probably wants a World Series. So I think he's going to the.
he has one.
Well, he has one, but I feel like he wants another one.
Okay, so that's
left the
that's y'all's
Astros
mindset for
left.
everything. They want a winner.
Hey, real quick.
Are the Astros in the playoffs?
No,
I
yeah,
have
you-
one more thing to say about Tucker going
You're
to
good.
the Blue Jays. We were speaking about Schwarbert's hometown being from Ohio, and so that he would maybe want to go to the Reds. Well, Kyle Tucker's hometown is 20 minutes away from the Jays spring training facility.
Huh.
Incredible.
One word, buy or sell. We don't got to talk about it, but buy or sell. The Blue Jays will be favored to win the division if they get Tucker, and the Yankees will be if they get Tucker. Can we all agree?
Yep,
Yeah. I think that makes sense.
I agree.
I think he swings the division. I think it's a really big signing because it's in the division,
Yeah.
among the top 2 teams in that division.
I
think he would swing like who you'd expect to win it and stuff.
I'll do
So,
it.
speaking of which,
Can you
Alex
stop
Bregman-
doing that?
No, I'm aware.
Speaking of former Astro.
Speaking of former
Lots of former Astros.
Speaking of former Astros, you're scared to host. That's why I'm talking right now.
I've never been asked to host. I've never even
Because
like.
we all
thought
know
of it.
it would be horrible. We all
We
know.
knew
It would be
you-
As you're making the
Yeah.
worst segment transitions
okay.
ever.
Speaking of hearing the worst freaking person talk, Riley, what do you think about Alex Bregman and where he's going? How is that for a segue?
I have Bregman going to the Mets.
Whoa.
Because their current third baseman is Brett Beatty, and they need. This is like my reasoning from like 2 weeks ago that we didn't film. I think it was because I think they're going to lose Alonso, and so they need that big name corner infield piece, and Bregman would be that.
I think Bregman is going to go to the Tigers. You know, I think he's going to go back with A.J. Hinch. And this is what I was speaking of. I don't think we should be worried about Kyle Tucker and George Springer banging trash cans together. If I was going to be worried about anyone, it'd be A.J. Hinch and Alex Bregman banging some trash cans
Good call.
together. Because, like, I love Alex Bregman,
Give
but
Pete
he's a
Alonso
little
there,
bit
too.
shady to me. Like, I believe that he, fully condoned and took advantage of the whole trash can scandal. He just gives those vibes to
You
me.
just copied me.
So I think Bregman's going to go back with A.J. Hinch and go to the Tigers.
I will also backtrack. I will kind of continue with what Katie said. I think he's also going to, you probably can't see that. I think he's also going to the Tigers. Look at it right here. It seems like he has the Cubs and the Red Sox and the Tigers in contention for him. It does say something about the Blue Jays, but I think that very, very unlikely. I think he's probably going to go to
That'd
Detroit.
be a crazy pipeline.
It-
Astro to
If he goes the Blue Jays, then that'll be crazy. But I think realistically
Astros
speaking,
are the minor league farm system for the Blue Jays.
fell flat. But I think he's going to Detroit. They're a team that I think has it somewhat together. So with Scooball there, I think that'll be a definitely.
Astros to the minor league farm system to
You know how people say like, oh, the A's are the farm system for the Braves.
Yeah, let's
Whenever
forget
they
it.
trade players a
Yeah.
lot and stuff.
Oh,
That concept.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
it'd be
yeah.
funny if.
But
like,
they're not
the
a bad
Astros-
team.
You
The
would
A's
like
are-
that.
the
tweet.
A's are a bad
That was the joke. I was calling the Astros bad. Yeah. You would have liked that
Go.
tweet. You would have liked that tweet.
Go.
I also have the Mets. Riley kind of stole my points,
Nope.
but basically what I do is I look at positional needs and like who has money and stuff when I look at these things. And like Riley said, they need a freaking third baseman. They also need some pop in their bat. So speaking of going after positional needs, we have Bo Bichette next, who I have going to the Braves because of positional needs. We need a shortstop. We haven't had a
I would
shortstop since I was
love
in middle school.
Bo Bichette.
I don't necessarily think it's
What?
going to happen, but it'd be pretty
Since you were
awesome.
in middle school?
Ozzy Albies was like 20.
Dansby Swanson?
Yeah.
Freaking
The
idiot.
Cubs in like 2020.
22, 23.
Really?
Yeah.
Since I was in high school. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been in middle school. So, Dansby Swanson to the Cubs and Bo Bichette to the Braves.
I have Bo Bichette returning to the Blue Jays. I just don't really see him leaving. I thought he would leave after this season, but then the Blue Jays made it to the World Series, and I just feel like they're going to really try and keep their star players. So I think, but after that stupid Dylan Cease signing, I mean, I don't know if they have the money, but they could have the money. But also if they want Tucker, they're going to need to choose. But I just see Bo Bichette returning, so.
Yeah, I have Bo Bichette also returning. I mean, they just gave a big contract last season to Vladdy. And in my eyes, I kind of see Vladdy and Bo Bichette as those, kind of on the same tier as those, generational players that they want to keep as Blue Jays. So I see them doing the same thing, giving a long contract to Bo Bichette.
Yep, I agree with the rest of them. I think he's going to go back to the Blue Jays. They just made a World Series appearance, so it would be smart for him to return. They are probably going to have to choose between the Blue Jays. Probably going to have to choose between him and Tucker. Tucker has won a World Series, and obviously that is impressive, but I think they're going to go with the guy that got him there in the organization. So I think they're going to take Bichette over Tucker, if I had to guess.
Segment, please.
Segment.
Oh my God. I think you've been more annoying than me on this show today. Wait.
No.
It's difficult.
It's rare. We're going to move on. Speaking of cheating and little people pissing me off, Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso's not little.
Pete Alonso.
Trust me, he's
not.
not little, and I can tell you that.
Did you-
Sorry, that was really bad. That was so bad. That was so bad.
What did you mean by that?
What did you mean by that?
What did you mean by that?
He's fat. That's what I meant.
Okay, I thought you were talking about something else. And I don't think I was the only one.
I sure wasn't.
Yes, you were. Check Pete
I have him going-
Someone check Pete Alonso's DMs. I don't know where I got this.
Riley.
Oh my God, no.
Go ahead.
He was about to copy me before he starts writing Red Sox. I have
It's
him going.
on the dock.
Nope.
Whatever.
I have him. He just really screams Red Sox to me. I don't know why. Yeah.
Speak.
Awesome, right? Do you have anything to say about him going to the Red Sox?
Yeah, I have a lot to say about him.
All
Kitty's
copied
turn.
you. I think.
We all went Red Sox.
Ooh!
Ooh.
I
Looking
mean,
up reasons.
the Red Sox, they need, they've come out and said that they want to get some pop in their lineup. And I think out of the people in free agency that could give them that, we have Kyle Schwarber and Pete Alonso. And I just don't see them getting Kyle Schwarber. I see him going back to the Phillies. But I think Alonso might go to the Red Sox. I could see it happening.
Do y'all remember prime Ichiro Suzuki?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Do you think getting Ichiro Suzuki puts pop in your lineup?
Yeah.
Yes? I was thinking about that because I know people use that phrase, and I never know if it means power hitting. Like if someone's a 15 home runs but hits 320, is that pop in your lineup? Because that's kind of
Yeah.
Ichiro Suzuki.
I just want someone that when
Contact.
there's people on base, they'll just hit a home run.
Yeah.
Got you.
I prefer contact hitter rather than power.
I'm the same way. He gets on
I am,
base.
yeah.
Moneyball. He gets on base.
Who, Pete Alonso?
No, I'm talking about the phrase Moneyball. Speaking of
Yeah.
defects, Jackson, go
No.
ahead.
You know that Pete Alonso's speed is in the
Oh my
8th percentile?
What? What did you
Hey,
say? I'm sorry.
that's what
I should have been listening. What did you
Pete
say?
Alonso's speed is in the 8th percentile.
Percentile?
Percentile.
I wondered I could beat him in a race. Do you think you could beat Pete Alonso in a race?
I think anyone could beat Pete
Yes.
Alonso in a race, but
Let me look him up.
no, I think if he was smart, he'll go to the Red Sox. I don't think he's one of the most high-profile targets, but he's definitely in the top 10 this offseason. I think he'll probably just end up going to the Red Sox because the Red Sox are more than likely going to lose Bregman. So that's my thought process.
I love that picture.
Jackson, can I send you a picture? Or Jackson, Grant, can I send you a picture and you make it the thumbnail? Is that possible? No? Yes?
Yeah, he said yeah.
Awesome. Can I email it to you right now? Because I want you to have time. I don't know if it takes a long
He
time
said
and
yes.
stuff. Yeah. So I'll be doing that. That'll be my contribution to this segment. I have nothing else to say. Hold on.
The one of Pete Alonso shirtless after his walk-off.
Oh.
Let's send you a thumbnail.
Oh.
Grant, what's your email?
Don't.
Okay. Thank you.
I thought he was going to do
Text me your
sign
email.
language.
I'm waiting.
Can we
That's my
segment-
contribution to say. Oh yeah. Okay.
segment, please?
Okay. All right. Cool. Sorry, I'm not very bought in as a host today. And speaking of buying in, welcome to Buy or Sell, everybody's favorite segment, the greatest.
That was a great intro. You're just mad.
So watch this. Boom, it's back.
I think great is an overstatement, but it was definitely not the worst one he's had today.
The Phillies are in trouble if they lose Kyle Schwarber. Buy or sell? Katie, you don't have to start.
I don't?
You don't have to start. I don't delegate.
Can I start?
Are you saying I can't
Sure.
start, or do you
Go
want
ahead.
me to start? but I
I'd
don't
love for you
have
to start, Riley.
Oh my
You can.
gosh.
Okay.
But Katie, you can.
I think I'm going to buy this. The Phillies are absolutely in trouble because losing 56 homers and 132 RBIs is going to hurt anyone and any team, especially Philadelphia whenever they are very notorious for reusing players, never signing people, just bringing out the same Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Brandon Marsh, the same core. And
Brandon Marsh?
yeah. And Alec Boehm, there's the same generic guys that they bring out every single year, and they don't really sign people. So losing Schwarber and losing what he did this year would really hurt them, and especially now that Harper is kind of washed, he's getting older. Wheeler's hurt. Boehm might be traded, and then they have Trey Turner still going. So absolutely would hurt them, and they should really get on that.
I'm saying sell. Riley was kind of saying it's going to hurt them if all these other things happen too.
No, it's going to hurt them no matter what.
I mean,
Yeah,
no matter
it's gonna
what,
hurt
it's
them no matter what.
obviously going to hurt them. Like, I mean, Schwarber is obviously a great player, adds so much to their team, but in trouble, I'm selling to that they're in trouble. They had 96 wins, 66 losses this past season, and Schwarber, yeah, he drove in a lot of runs for them. He did a lot for that team, but if you look at his WAR for 2025, it was only 4.7. So if we're looking at numbers, that means next season, if the only thing that changes is they lose Schwarber, they're still going to have 91 wins. And that's still a pretty good team. That is not in trouble at all. That still makes the playoffs. So I think they're going to be a worse team if Schwarber leaves, obviously.
Sorry about that.
But I don't think they're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, I'm gonna go buy on this as well. I think that they're not gonna do. They're gonna be really screwed if they lose Schwarber. I mean, the rest of the team, I would put sell on this even if he was staying, because I do think the Phillies next year are in a very bad predicament. They have a very mediocre team. Most of the team is pretty much either washed or heading towards that area. So even if they keep Schwarber, I still think they need to figure out some other pieces because
They're a very mediocre team.
They are.
They were 96 and 66, and they got knocked out of the playoffs by the World Series champion.
Look at their
Y'all are
lineup.
just biased.
outside of Schwarber.
Like, if you look at their lineup,
I think
They're not gonna hold-
Riley's
they're not holding
pissing
on for
Katie
much
off today,
longer.
and she's taking it out on Jackson.
good.
Yeah.
They are not the
No,
Phillies
no.
as a whole are
Jackson,
not holding on for
Jackson,
much longer.
you say
That's my content.
so many things. where
It gets
I'm
to a
like,
point
what?
you can't, like.
How can you look
can't
at their record
reuse-
year after year in their playoff run and call them a bad team? I get it that y'all don't
They
like
have
them.
the same exact team that they used for the 2022 World Series, and it gets to a point
the
where
point.
it's gonna run out. They get older, age happens. It gets older. Bryce Harper is already showing that sign.
Can I ask,
Half their
okay,
guys are probably over 30 at this point.
Okay, I'm buying. Katie, can I ask just you a couple questions? Because I don't like y'all's opinions on this matter. Katie, would you say the Phillies are like clearly the best team in their division and probably can comfortably go through the
Clearly.
season with a division win? It's very likely. Like there's some divisions where you don't know and some where you're like, you can kind of pick this.
I would say it's
Not clear.
probable.
It's probable.
Not clear.
If they lose Schwarber, would you say it's a little more of a, like I said, some divisions it's a toss-up. Some divisions you know like pretty immediately who's going to win.
I mean, I would say there's always like a chance. I mean, I don't think the Braves are going to be near as bad as they were last season. I think the Mets. I've always said this. I'm like, they have good pieces. They just never all execute at the same time.
Strange
Like the
thing.
talent is there, just the execution is not. And so maybe if the stars align and they execute, I could see it happening. And I think even if they win Schwarber, they're still above a 90-win team.
I think that with Schwarber, they're kind of in that Dodgers, I would say Brewers range of like, I wouldn't be, like it'd be kind of weird if they don't win their division. I'm talking about within their division.
Okay, I was
like,
like, are we
let me
comparing
finish.
the Dodgers
I'm talking
and the
I'm talking-
Brewers?
in terms of like this team, I would bet to win their division pretty confidently. I put Phillies, Dodgers, Brewers.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put Phillies in that tier if they lose Schwarber. I would say it's a little more of a toss-up, so I'm buying because I think that it moves them down a notch to an extent.
The entire NL East
But
next year is going to be a toss-up.
In trouble, I think I think they're a comfortable playoff team with or without Schwarber. So I think they can still win 85 to 90 games without him.
They
But
can't
that's what I
they
think.
can't coast off a dude that at least in my opinion, has one fluke MVP caliber season. Because I don't think Schwarber's repeating this again.
Yeah. And he has 4.7 WAR. You're a big WAR guy, Katie. You bring up WAR a lot. It's a good stat.
I like
Do you know
it.
what that stands for?
Wins above replacement.
Good job.
Of course.
It's the way the ball moves.
So it's the way the ball moves. Oh, he's gonna be back.
Yeah, next episode.
Next episode,
he's
he's
back.
gonna be right here. Yeah, hosting. All right, last buy or sell, and then we can get out of here.
That's crazy.
Giggling on to the side. It's always distracting. Last buy or sell. The Allen Dubon trade was a win-win. We're of course talking about two players, Riley.
Nick Allen and Mauricio Dubon.
Oh, you interrupted me, but yeah, Nick Allen and Mauricio
Just ask
Dubon.
me.
Riley, buy or sell? What do you think?
Wait, what was? What's?
It was a win-win. Both teams
Okay.
benefit. You know, similar to George Pickens for Justin Jefferson.
Sell. Absolutely, it was not a win-win. The Braves absolutely fleeced the Astros with that trade because Nick Allen, probably the worst offensive player I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's fair.
It's like Astros got a zero offense, great defensive player. Braves got an okay offensive, great defensive player. So it's just
2 + 2 = 4.
better for us, if you get what I'm saying.
Golden
And
Glove
also, Mauricio Dubon has won 2 Gold Gloves.
He won one this year.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, Nick Allen, no. Was Nick Allen even nominated? I feel like he's a great defensive player. He was amazing.
think
But
he
his offense, 0 home runs, like 210 batting average. It was like 500 OPS. Horrible.
Watching him go up to bat, you knew he was out.
Like, yeah.
He had no home runs.
0 home runs, 0.
This was a meme with Alec Caruso a while ago and stuff. Where people talk about like if Caruso was at the YMCA, like paying pickup, he wouldn't get picked first. And stuff, like if he just walked in, you're just going off how they look. Nick Allen has that to him too. Like if you were in like a dad's softball league and Nick Allen showed up, it's not like people would be like, oh my God, who's
He's an
that guy?
MLB player.
No, he'd be picked like third, in the third round. You know, he doesn't look like that. He's 5'8", 160. He weighs less than me. He's 5'8".
He just looks like a dork.
He looks so nerdy, bro. That's hilarious. I forget he looks. I knew he was a like basic white dude, but there's levels to basic white dude.
His name is
But-
Nick Allen.
Nick Allen.
But there is a reason the Astros did it. It was to shed payroll
Yeah.
we
from Dubon's
need to
contract.
spend more, so I don't. I'm selling 2.
I'm happy with the trade.
I know it's not my turn, but
I'm happy
I'll
with
be
the
quick.
trade.
I'm selling 2 because of everything Riley said. I mean, this isn't me trying to copy yours a bit. Like this is
the
I
whole thing.
did like this trade and stuff, but Nick Allen was underwhelming to me, and maybe I'll be whelmed by Mauricio. So that's all I have to say.
I just hope we sign Hassan Kim back.
I know that you're gonna
Please.
be whelmed personally. I don't know. I'm like selling with a question mark. I mean, Dubon didn't really add all too much to the Astros, and we have a lot of similar guys to him, and definitely a lot of younger guys that are similar to him that we want to give more experience to see if they can become, better full-time players. So I think I understand it from that perspective. I understand it from the fleecing the payroll perspective. So I think there's more advantages to it for the Astros, like the increased time that these younger players can get, the less money on the payroll, more than just the actual player that we got. So I think if we're actually just solely looking at the players, yes, clearly Dubon is the better player, but there's more benefits for the Astros than just the players we're getting from the Braves, from just Nick Allen. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know what you're
So
going to do with
that's-
an extra $5 million or whatever it was.
Well, I don't think it's even the extra $5 million. I think it's just like we have a lot of similar pieces to that, and so trading him away, it gives us that extra $5 million. But then also, it's not like we're really losing that piece. We have a lot of younger guys that kind of do the same role that Mauricio Dubon plays, and I think
2 Gold Gloves.
what?
2
Won a
Gold
Gold Glove this past year.
You have young guys that
You
can
have
win
more
2
Gold Gloves than
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like that have a similar position where they're kind of just like utility players. and can play a lot of different positions. And I'm saying that will be able to give them more experience to get better and see if they can become like a full-time position player. You know what I'm trying to say?
Absolutely.
I agree with you. I mean, I'm not confident. Like, I don't really
I see
care.
what she's.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
neither are that interesting to play.
Yeah, I know.
because that's kind of what I'm
just
saying.
wanted
Like,
to talk about it because
Yeah.
They're just Astros Braves. That's
But like,
Yeah.
if this was, and if none of us like the Astros or
Yeah,
the Braves,
no
like,
one
we
cares.
really
No one
wouldn't
cares
glance
about this.
twice at this trade. It's really nothing to talk about.
Yeah, no. I'm going by on this simply. If this dude can hit more than 0 home runs, I'll be happy. He had 7 last year. That's 7 more than Nick Allen. So I'll definitely take a guy that can actually have a pop in his bat. And also, we get a guy who had 2 Gold Gloves, and including one from this year. So I think it's a win for the Braves. I don't know what the Astros are doing outside of what Katie said. So yeah, that's my thought. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse with this.
That's the most mad I've ever seen you at Jackson. You turned all the way and started screaming.
That was
Awesome.
frustrating.
No, dude.
Phillies are
Jackson, no.
Point.
Phillies are
They had
incredible.
96
I'm not
wins.
saying
You
they're
said
bad.
that.
They're
What did you
about
say?
to
Have
be washed.
162.
Do y'all remember when you said like the Brewers might be the next dynasty of baseball or something like that?
Ooh,
Was that
that's
what you said?
awful.
Not me.
Dude, I don't know.
hope
You
so.
said Daniel Jones was
I
better than
said-
Mahomes last year. I remember that.
I said,
In Calhoun, you said
and
that.
so far
Well,
this season,
no.
Your opinions and your fantasy team check out
Okay,
completely.
here we
like,
go.
like I
Here we
would think,
go.
I would originally think, I'm almost done. I would originally think like, oh, he does a bit on touching all bases, or like, oh, he's trolling on fantasy. But they coincide so well that I can tell it's actually how your mind works. And good luck to you, man. It's, you know,
Don't
hey,
know what
you might be rallied this week if
whatever.
Drake London's out. But speaking of which, that's all we have for y'all today. Thank y'all so
the
much
semester.
for watching. All we have for the semester. We will see y'all
Or
next
forever.
year. We're so excited to see y'all
are
next
never
year.
coming back.
He will be back.
He will be back, and she will be gone. 2026 is going to be a great year.
I just got fired.
Jackson, Katie, Riley, Kaden. That's all we have for you. Fade to black.